Hello and welcome to another episode of Dolly Diaries. Colleen's not here right now, but she'll be in the video later on. And if you don't know, this is my Dolly vlog series, so I hope you enjoy. I haven't filmed anything for like the past week. Actually, probably, yeah, about a week, because I wasn't feeling so great because of allergies, and I was doing a lot of like photo taking for Flickr, which I thought would be kind of boring for you guys to watch. And also I can't like film myself taking pictures because I only have one camera. But I thought I'd check in with you guys right now and tell you what I've been doing. So flea market season finally started. I actually think we could have gone like the first April, Sunday in April, but we had gotten snow the day before, so I thought that the flea market would probably be kind of slushy still and not a lot of sellers would set up, and we have to like conserve gas money, and you know, we don't want to like spend a trip going out there and come home empty-handed. So we went this past weekend and it was really beautiful out, but I only got one doll. I'll show you her in a minute. That's why there was no haul video. She's already clean, but I still need to get her clothes. So I'll show you what's going on. So I have a video saving. I just uploaded a Christy Kyra Midge video, and I made my 2 sorted friends videos right now. I'm really glad you guys enjoy them because they take forever to like edit and upload. Like I've edited two videos today and I uploaded one. So then I have some inventory stuff. Poor Rocker Barbie has been waiting around for months now. I keep forgetting to fix her head, and I dread fixing necks because that stuff smells so bad, but she broke in storage. I mentioned her in an episode of Dolly Diaries a long time ago. Barbie wrote this note. Dear Shelley, what happened between us? Over 4 years ago, you saved me from squalor and nursed me back to health. It's been months since my head rolled off. Have you stopped loving me? What did I do? I'm afraid I'll have to call SPOD, the Society for the Protection of Dolls, and report you for neglect if you don't heal me soon. Also, they'll probably take Pajama Fun Skipper away because you never mended her nightie. That would break Colleen's heart. I'd hate for our relationship to end like this. Signed, Barbie. It looks suspiciously like Colleen's handwriting, though. Barbie. These are photos I was working on retaking, and then, oh, my tripod thing fell over. This is the bin that the dolls were in. Those are my Teresa and Christy and Kyra Midge dolls. These are some dolls that got their hair redone that I decided I wanted to photograph. This is my new Bratz doll who I just got, who was waiting for her outfit and earrings. This is Ooh La La Dana. She's so cool. They had some Monster High dolls I wanted too. There was a Ghouls Rule Claudine in her right outfit, and then a Dot Dead Gorgeous Spectra, but they were $4 each. So I didn't want to like spend over $10 on 3 dolls, so I just grabbed Dana because I don't find Bratz as often as I do other things at the flea market, sadly. So, oh, and those are my Little Ponies. Everyone asks me about these. I don't know what's so impressive about my collection. These are literally just the ones I had growing up. And then you can see some dolls in here. And my tripod. This is what the setup looks like. I had to move those containers in there just to make room for these guys. So, oh, and that's my lunch in the microwave. So after I eat lunch and take a little break, and I probably will have to do farm work right after that, I'm gonna come home and sort out who needs photos retaken, who needs to be washed again, and people who can just be put away. I already wiped their faces down when I set them up for this photo, so be good. So I will check in with you guys later. So, people always ask me to show more of the kitties. This is Oliver. He has decided to nap on top of the guinea pig's hay. So these are just bags of hay, and then that's where I keep all the hay that doesn't fit in the bags. And he's just chilling on top of their hay because he wants to be a guinea pig. Aren't you, baby? Aren't you? Oh, he's purring. Yeah. Oh, baby. Are you? Oh, baby. How do you piggies feel that Oliver's eating your hay and laying in it? How do you feel, piggy? How do you feel? Hello? Hello, Nevaeh. Oh. Hi. Oh. Yeah. Hi, Isla. How do you feel? Yeah? Oh. Oh my, I just cleaned you out today. Look how dirty you are. Oh, you're naughty. You're dirty. You're dirty, right, Roxy? Who's a good girl? Oh, little Roxy. Hi, Isla. Good girl. Yes, go piggies. Go piggies. So, it's in the morning, and I just got back from dropping Colleen off. And before I went to eat my breakfast, I decided I wanted to put some stuff out for stain removal because it's a really nice day, and I keep forgetting to do this. So the weird thing is, if you watched my Ever After High collection video, Miss Holly over here looked totally fine. There was no issue with her, right? But in storage, I don't know what happened, if it was the cape one of my Raven dolls was wearing, but she got these huge purple marks all over her face in like a week, because we had her out for the for the video, and then a week later we went to take the thumbnail, and Colleen found that her face was all spotted purple. And this was back in February, or sometime in early March, so it was about a month ago. And she's been waiting in the basket for a nice day, and the spots mostly faded on their own. I don't know if you're going to be able to see, but she had some very faint looking bruising at the top of her head, and that's it. But she even had some on her cheeks, I think, and it faded on its own, which is super weird. And then these are some Vespa helmets that I had growing up that you can see. I decided it would be a fabulous idea to label them Mary-Kate and Ashley all over, so I've got to put these out. So I'm going to go put the stuff on and put them outside, and then I'm going to eat breakfast. I just thought I'd show you guys that. I do have a stain tutorial already if you want to know how it works, and I also have pictures of before and afters on my Flickr. So, I've been working on photographing some of my assorted friends dolls that live in this container here, because I filmed their 2 collection videos yesterday, and as always I like to wipe them down and make sure that they don't need anything, and I had about 16 or 17 dolls that needed things done to them, and they're mostly sitting at the top here. And I styled some of their hair differently, like I gave Aline a little twist. It's a lot of fun. I love making them over, and Francie's hair actually looks a little bit nicer. I used a little shine serum on it to make it less icky. My favorite thing I got to do was dress my Fashion Fever Kayla doll in a different outfit because I was really bored of the one she's wearing, and her hair looks a lot nicer, so I just really like her in this outfit. And I just identified this, and I needed to sew it, so it was already upstairs, so it worked out great. And then these 2 jazzy dolls, like, talk about a transformation. If you watch the first part of my miscellaneous Barbie Friends video, which will be uploaded by the time this Dolly Diaries episode is up, you'll see that, like, their bangs look a lot different. Well, I was just fed up to no end with those frizzy bangs, so I actually ended up just boil washing hers completely straight and trimming them down, and now you can see her face. And then this Jazzy, all I did was touch up her bangs, because you can see the back of her hair is really nice. So I just kind of straightened them out and moved them to the side, so they look cute. And Dana's here hanging out with me too. She got photographed. What do you have to say, Dana? Oh, you're not happy that you had to wait so long to get dressed, and that I made rocker Barbie earrings before yours? I'm sorry. Kumi, I have a present for you. It's Dana from your line. Oh my gosh, you're such a brat. She was just telling me that she doesn't like Dana. That's so mean. You two, get along. You know what it is, Dana threatens her beauty status in this area. Because, see, she's next to Feeling Pretty Sasha, who has a lot of damage to her. She's got, like, chew marks and stuff all over her. And then Back to School Chloe over here, who was from a really mangy bin, so she was feeling all high and mighty about herself until Dana came and sat down. Well, I'm sorry, Kumi, you're just gonna have to deal. That's life. So yeah, the Bratzer dolls are doing good. They're all pretty happy. I'm gonna probably be dismantling them later on in this episode to film some Bratz collection videos while Colleen's home for April vacation. But that would depend if, say, we got really lucky at the flea market this weekend and we got a bin of dolls. We'd be so busy with that we probably wouldn't have time. But I'm really hoping to, because they need to be dusted, need to have their hair elastics changed, and oh my gosh, I can tell Colleen had you off the shelf for a photo. That should be really exciting. These shelves look really awkward empty, so it depresses me when these shelves are empty really hardcore, so that's why I don't like to take them all down very often. I usually dust them in, like, you know, little segments. I break the shelves up into 3. Hi everyone, so it is the next day in the morning and I want to get this stuff outside again for stain removal treatments because it ended up not being that sunny yesterday. It didn't make much of a difference on Holly or the helmets, and I also realized that I have this really old clone car thing that I took it upon myself to make it a Bratz car as a little kid, and that's just tacky. So I was working on cleaning up some doll horses when I went to get my bedding from the dryer to put it back on my bed, and now I can't put it back on the rest of the way because Andy and Oliver have decided that it would be a good idea to sunbathe on my bed. Hi, Andy. Hi. And then you feel mean moving them, but I'm going to have to. I'm sorry. We're going to have to move. Oh, he's purring. Are you purring? Oh my. Good boy. You're gonna have to move though. So I thought if I just put the comforter on the bed, they'd get the message, but instead Andy's letting me make him into the bed. And Oliver is trying to sit on top of Andy, who's under the covers. You're really gonna have to move, buddy. I'm gonna have to move you. Yeah. There we go. Say hello.
Hello.
Everyone loves you. We're gonna watch the Muppet Show.
I wish later had said, "Oh no," with that stupid voice.
Yeah, it's staying in. I decided to film this because Colleen's hubby, Ernie, is gonna watch the Muppet Show with us, and so is Caroline. Please excuse her most inappropriate spring attire, but we started changing them for spring in like late February because the weather was starting to get nice, and then it got really crappy again, and so we kind of stopped because it was depressing.
And I thought that they'd want to keep their winter coats on a little longer given the circumstance. I always feel bad for the Bratz dolls in the beach section.
And then the winter ones in the summertime.
Yes.
But yeah, so Caroline will be changing this week hopefully into something a bit more festively spring.
Yes. Not that that coat doesn't look
Oh no, I love that coat. It looks great.
Ravishing.
So we'll check in with you guys later. So Rocker Barbie is finally whole after all this time. I made her new earrings. Well, I modified her old ones. And I also patched her neck, which you can see right there. And her hair, ooh, sorry Barbie, is super nice now. She had the worst hair of my rockers before because one of them was rerouted, and now it's luscious. She's had a few boil washes since she's been up here. It's not like she's been totally neglected, but she's glad to go back to her container with her sisters. And Holly over here is waiting to have her hair washed because the stains all came out, and she's not wearing her hands temporarily, so I'll check in with you guys later. Say hello to the camera.
Oh no.
So don't laugh, you'll die. We haven't really had much luck this April vacation. Colleen was sick Friday. Felt a little better Saturday. I got really sick Sunday, spent the entire day on the couch.
And obviously no flea market.
Right, and it was a beautiful day. And then Monday I felt better, but like, you know, that frustrating kind of better where like you don't want to sleep all day, but you don't feel well enough to actually do anything, but you're thinking about all the stuff you could be doing. Trying to look at the bright side. I haven't been actually in a bad mood despite getting sick. I've been trying to stay optimistic because there's nothing you can really do when you get sick. We didn't get to go to the flea market and we had to go to Walmart to get some medicine. We decided to stop at Salvation Army, and are you going to show the big reveal? We found Posea Reef. Now, I don't know if it's Posea or Posea, but I like to make things sound exotic, so I'm calling her Posea. This is one I wanted, so I did not like the Great Scary Relief line when I saw promo pictures for it. I was like, ew. But of course, I love shelf warmers, and the more these dolls sat around at my Walmart, the more I wanted them. And actually, her and Toralei were the two ones that I wanted the most from this line. Unfortunately, when they did get marked down after Christmas, they only got marked down to like 11 And I'm pretty cheap about what I buy in the store because we just don't have the budget to like buy everything I possibly want. 'Cause Lord knows I like a lot of things. Colleen's trying to undress her. So we found her today for $1. So the prices kind of fluctuate depending on how many they have and like how nice they are. She was like the really only nice thing. Colleen's checking out her body info.
2014.
So, I'll probably wash Pose a little later when my nose feels a little less raw. Roar, I almost said roar. Roar! Like, so she's adorable and I love her hair.
It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 detachable critters on her thing.
Oh, and the best part is she totes does not have both her earrings, which I like it when dolls don't have their earrings. I mean, I don't go out of my way to make them all handmade earrings because I figure like I should use some of the factory earrings. I'm glad she only has one because the other day when I was making Dana, who I showed in another clip, who's all the way up there now, I saw the beach charms and I looked at Dana and then I looked at the beach charms like I really want to use these. And then I was all like, oh, I have baking charms. That's Parisian. I was confusing Paris with Grace, who likes to bake, and I was going to put muffin tins on Dana's earrings. And I thought, wait, that does not say haute couture. At all.
Grace would like it.
But I do get to use beach charms. I have like a lot of really cool ones, especially because I've shown in a few other episodes of Dolly Diaries. My friend Lisa always gives us like her leftover air fresheners that have, ooh, I think I might have 2 seahorses.
Ooh,
you know how like Laguna has those? Yeah.
And just think of all the colors.
Oh, and those tealy ones that go with them. They're like that clear material like this. Anyways, I'm sorry, I could ramble.
She's so pretty.
So, and I'm happy, you know, she's all we get this week if it does rain on Sunday. It's cool, it's like Dana. You know, you can't, since you guys haven't seen much American Girl lately, we've had her for a year now. We found her opening day last year, which happened to be Easter weekend too, so that's awesome. She's not even recognizable. If you watch my behind the scenes of Beautifying Flea Market Rescues, my second video ever on this channel, she is in there apart. I held my word. She is back in one piece. Baba Isla. That's rude and antisocial. Baba Isla is gonna have been with us for a whole year.
On Thursday, right?
Oh, I know. Like not even a week later, she got pink eye and her whole little eye was swollen shut, so we took her to Petco because their policy is like they'll cover the vet bill if something happens within the first 30 days. But we didn't know we had to leave her there. We thought we would like bring her there and then like bring the bills or something, but that's not how it works. But they took really good care of her and she came
I'm
back.
not going to lie, I actually like was crying when we left Petco.
I know, I felt so bad. She was there for like a month because the vet kept taking forever to like do the final checkups or something. And then
But they took really good care of her.
and she came back fatter, happier, and healthier and friendlier because they were super nice there. So and then Roxy got pink eye too. She's being antisocial and grumpy in the igloo.
Oh, my baby.
So we had to take her to a regular vet, and she thought we were abandoning her because we're like her third home. And it was the saddest thing, and it broke my heart. But you should have seen her when she knew she was going home.
No, and you know, it's funny, like, when we were on our way there, she was trying to scramble out of the container that I had her in on my lap.
And she wouldn't eat carrots.
But on the way back, she was making those happy squeaking sounds.
And eating.
Like she knew we weren't just leaving her somewhere. It was so sad.
I know, because she's been ditched so many times.
Somebody summed it up really well, that Roxy associates car ride with no home.
Yeah, it's so sad. So, but Nevaeh didn't get it. She was fine, even though she was cleaning Roxy's eye, which was disgusting, by the way. And Roxy wasted a bunch of eye drops. I'll put a picture of me putting eye drops in Roxy's eye here. Hey everyone, so I thought I'd check in. Sorry, it's kind of a boring, slower paced episode of Dolly Diaries. There was a lot of things that I would be doing that were boring to film, and also Colleen and I got sick, like I mentioned in the last clip, but actually the worst of it came after I filmed that last clip. I definitely don't take my health for granted, I never do, because I've seen both my parents get sick. So along with that, I've just been working on a lot of things today. I filmed, oh my god, Flickr notifications. I filmed a 2000s collection video since I can't do the Bratz one right now. So I'm doing my 2000s Barbies instead. They're in the next round. I feel kind of like weird about uploading so many collection videos in a row, but I feel like no matter how many I upload and how many I do in a week, I constantly get requests for like the videos I haven't done, and I feel bad because I just can't possibly keep up with all the requests because I need lighting and I need time and I need to feel like inspired to make those videos because I want to be enthusiastic and talk about my dolls. So the dolls that I filmed today are still set up. I'm checking over their photos to see if I want to retake them. And here's the problem. I have mentioned in a lot of videos that I'm pretty sure I have OCD, which is obsessive compulsive disorder. And I definitely don't like playing like a psychiatrist and diagnosing myself. And I'm not using that like offhandedly. Like, I'm not saying it like, oh, I'm cute, like, oh, I'm nitpicky, my dolls have to be just so and I'm clean. No, I'm talking like I have full-on compulsions and I worry and obsess over things, like the simplest thing, like I can hear a noise when I'm driving and that's all I can think of, and I think that's why I'm so anxious, because I obsess in things and I lay awake at night and I think about things and the same things and I do the same rituals. And one of my rituals is needing to constantly redo things, like whether it's I made earrings and I need to remake the earrings, or I make doll stands and I need to redo the doll stands, or I write a shopping list and I need to keep rewriting it, or I need to keep cleaning things over and over even if they're already clean, and retaking photos is one of them. It's really hard for me. It's not like something I have control over. It actually stresses me out. I will work really hard to retake photos, but it gets to the point where like I don't know if I'm imagining things because of my like OCD, or if I like there's actually problems. And it could be the slightest thing, like one hair out of place on the doll, or I photograph them in front of my closet door and I like the door to be completely straight in front of, like, you know, straight. And if it's off a little bit, that's what my eye goes to and I obsess in it. I just can't see anything else, and I will have re-edited the photos and retaken the photos, and 2 days later I will look at the photo and like literally feel like nauseous about it. Like, it's definitely a struggle. I don't have that problem so much with videos because I don't have as much control over videos. With photos, it's just something, and like formatting and stuff, it's just one of those triggers for me. And as much as I love doing it, I can get really obsessed, and Colleen can testify to this. Like, we will spend so much time redoing stuff only for me to think it's all gag worthy and to need to redo it. Like, it's very difficult, and it's definitely can get in the way of things. And I used to be like this in school, and I would like write notes and stuff that I like rewrite them that I didn't even need anymore. So it's just terrible. Like, it's not just being particular, and I think a lot of people get confused about that they think that like OCD is a descriptive adjective, like, oh, I'm OCD about my dolls being clean, or OCD about organization. It's not. It's definitely like the way your mind works. Like, hoarding is actually a form of it, which I have family members that do that, and it's literally like, I think my grandmother had it because she would do these things that like she would need to clean the whole basement floor, like scrub it every day. I don't know why. It gets in the way of your life sometimes, and it makes it so sometimes I can't enjoy what I'm doing. And I will literally clean dolls and I'll think I'm happy, I've cleaned this container, they're all organized, only to see like 3 dolls that like it bothers me, like my skin crawls. So I thought I'd share that with you because I like to keep it real. I like to make this channel about like my life and kind of my experiences and how it blends with dolls, and that's definitely a huge part of it. And I mentioned this on the holiday edition of Dolly Diaries when we were doing our New Year's resolutions, that's something I struggle with, and I've gotten better, but I still am a slave to the impulses sometimes. Like, I literally have a list that I've just written of several dolls that I'm going to retake, and I'm looking at these photos and there's more that I want to write down, but I'm not going to. I'm going to be good and only take a few. I have like 40 Flickr notifications that just popped up. I think someone went on a favoriting spree. Oh yeah. I think they just favorited everything at the top of my photo stream. Yes, they did. So that's cool. I'm probably going to end this video here just because it's kind of long and probably pretty boring. I'm sorry. I was hoping to have more interesting things for you all. I'm going to start another episode soon, and hopefully there will be more differentiation in that, but I got sick and there wasn't much going on in terms of flea market and stuff. I hope you guys don't mind that sometimes it's repetitive stuff, like me filming videos and like me showing you like what I was doing or pictures we were taking or organization. Like a lot of our daily doll stuff can be repetitive. It's like transformation videos. Part of why I do different things for them and why sometimes I don't show a lot of cleaning the dolls is because I just feel like it gets boring. Like I do the same things, and I've had some people like complain about my transformation videos and express that like they didn't see enough of the dolls, but like those aren't meant to be tutorials per se. They're kind of just meant to show like the difference of how they looked and kind of the process, and I like them to be fun, and I like to show random things that happen that we do it, because if I just showed like us cleaning them all the time, it would be boring. You guys would get really bored of it, because I have like a system that I stick to. Like, you know, I clean them with baking soda, I clean them with dish soap, I wash their hair, I do things a certain number of times. Like I stick to a certain thing that works for me, and a lot of the times the dolls are the same because we get duplicates. I'm sorry about that if you like to see like all the steps play out all the time. I try to mix it up and do some that are more informative and some that are more casual. Just like Dolly Diaries, I kind of try to mix it up what I show. So I will talk to you guys later, and until next time, love your dolls, love yourself, and love your life.